Give you the starting lineup here as it is the 70s and 80s. Jason Riddell on the pole, the 9, along with the 17 of Ian Gordon. Row number 2 is going to find Paul Billings, the 10, along with the 84 of Steve Billings. Row 3, Kyle Grundy in the 54. The 9W, Wayne Riddell, will join him. Row number 4, Randy Gaudet in the 96 and the 73, Josh Powers. Row 5, Gavin Riddell in the 9G, along with the 79 of Chris Hale. And final row is Ryan Hegarty aboard car number 40. Josh Rion, please report to your car. Josh Rion, please report to your race car. In the 50s and 60s division, you see them separated off of turn number 2. Greg Hale won this event a year ago. He's on the pole for this one in the 28 with Jeff Cledgett in the 6. Joey Hilts inside row 2 in the 83 with the 72 of Dwayne Emon. Row 3, Randy Simkins, the B22 38 of Benzil Billings Jr. Tim Charland in the number 12 machine. 20 laps is the distance, and again, we will have 2 division winners in this class.
Jason Riddell and Gavin, both out of Cardinal. Yeah. 9 and 9G. There's another Riddell out of Cardinal. Wayne Riddell and 9W. Oh. 3 of them.
Set to go. 20 laps is the distance. Eastern Ontario Vintage Stock Car Club, the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s. Can-Am Speedway Pace Truck is headed to the safe haven of the pits in turn 3 and 4. Green lights are on and we're underway. And Jason Riddell jumps out into the race lead as he hit the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. As lap number 1 will be up on the leaderboard right now. And last year's winner, Jason Riddell, in control as they click off lap number 1. Ian Gordon back there in position number 2 as they spread out into corner number 1 and 2. Steve Billings, Paul Billings, and Randy Gaudet. Problems down there in the front straightaway for the number 38 of Benzil Billings Jr., and he's going to pull it right behind the wall in the infield out of this one. In the meantime, it is Riddell in control. Ian Gordon 3 wide for position number 3, 4, and 5. Paul Billings on the bottom, Randy Gaudet through the middle, and Steve Billings takes the long way around the top side to go to 4th. Paul Billings relegated to position number 5 with Josh Powers right there with him in position number 6 as they work it down the front straightaway. Working lap number 3. 20 laps again is the distance. And Jason Riddell in control, but for how much longer, that's the question. Ian Gordon, who picked himself up his first ever vintage win at Brockville a couple of months ago, holding on to position number 2. Ian, a former karting champion here behind us at Can-Am, holding on to position number 2, but reeling in the race leader. Randy Gaudet all by himself in the 3 spot. Josh Powers has jumped to 4th. Steve Billings continues to show that outside lane has something as he holds on to position number 5 over Paul Billings down the back straightaway. Working lap number 5 of this 20-lap contest, and Jason Riddell has got some company as it brings it back to the line, this time by 5 of the books. It's Riddell and Gordon. Randy Gaudet still holding on to position number 3. Josh Powers running that outside line in 4th, and then that battle for 5th has been a good one between Paul and Steve Billings as they dice it up for the 5 spot. Paul Billings is 6th, 7th is Kyle Grundy, 8th is Gavin Riddell, 9th is Chris Hale. Wayne Riddell completes the top 10, and we got a battle for the lead into turn number 1 and 2. Ian Gordon down low, Jason Riddell on the top side, and give it to Gordon down the back straightaway. Lap 6, it's Ian Gordon to the race lead, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Jason Riddell will try to fight back on that outside lane. Watch for Randy Gaudet in the 96, he's strong as well. Former Sportsman winner here, trying to close in on the top 2 as we work lap number 7. It is still Ian Gordon well in command of it, though, as Riddell trying to fight back from the 2 spot. 96 of the Gaudet machine holding on to position number 3 as they'll start to enter traffic. They'll be closing in on the 50s and 60s division, which is currently led by last year's winner Greg Hale at the moment, as he works with a straightaway advantage over Jeff Cledgett. In the meantime, though, Gordon will enter into the traffic right now as the battle is going to be on for position number 2. Jason Riddell has it. Randy Gaudet trying to take it away from him, though, as they work down into turn number 3 and 4. 9 laps are complete, 11 to go this time by. Now Ian Gordon's got to find his way through the traffic. You can tell the 70s and 80s cars a little bit quicker than the 50s and 60s drivers. So Ian Gordon, a nice move there through the middle. Now he's got nothing but clear racetrack for about a straightaway or so, as Jason Riddell and Randy Gaudet looking to move forward as they'll get by the lap machines into turn 3 and 4. As we approach lap 10, Jamie Davis, it looks like Ian Gordon's got himself a good-looking car coming down the final stretch here.
He sure does. Ian Gordon looking good out there. Riddell rides back there, the number 2 spot. It's still the 96 of Randy Gaudet back in 3rd. And then a long gap back to the 73 of Josh Powers as he starts to work his way through the 50s and 60s traffic out there. Round they come again. And it is still the 17 out in front of Ian Gordon. A battle for the number 2 spot coming up here. Riddell has got his hands full out there as the 96 of Randy Gaudet is up on the outside trying to take away the number 2 spot. Gordon is still out in front. He's got about a 10-car length lead over Riddell and the 96 of Gaudet. Here's Gaudet to the inside. And Randy Gaudet wants to go up to the number 2 spot. Gaudet on the inside, Riddell on the outside. Gaudet slides up. Riddell can't quite get by as they now work their way through some more traffic. The battle is on for 2nd and 3rd in the 70s and 80s division out there. Going back quite a ways to the leader in the 50s and 60s. It is still Greg Hale out in front in that 28G. But the run for that top spot is still for the 70s and 80s cars. Ian Gordon way out in front now with that 17 car. Gaudet has moved into 2nd. Riddell is back there in 3rd. That is Jason Riddell. 14 complete here. And it looks like Ian Gordon, barring any problems, is doing very, very well, and with 5 laps left to go, he's got about a 6 or 7 car length lead. And look out! We got problems here on the front straightaway. Jason Riddell is off the pace and is stopped down there by the light pole. And I believe he's out of the way, so we're going to keep on going here. 16 complete. And can Ian Gordon hang on to this number 1 spot in that 17G as he's had to slow to get it by the traffic? That has given Gaudet an opportunity to move up, and he is about 6 car lengths behind Ian Gordon, but he's gaining with every lap. 17 laps are completed with 3 to go, and the big question is, can Ian Gordon hang on? Gaudet is closing. That last lap, he made a bid down on the inside to try to get by, but Gordon, very crafty, going through the traffic of the 50s and 60s cars. And Gaudet, he makes it through as well, running in the number 2 spot. Chris Hale is up to 3rd now. White flag is out for Ian Gordon. And Gaudet is right there, but I don't think he's going to have enough time. Gaudet hanging on to that number 2 spot, trying to move in on Ian Gordon. Checkered flag coming out, and Gordon will win it. Gaudet will get the number 2 spot. It looks like the 9W of Wayne Riddell will finish in 3rd. 4th will go to the 73 of Josh Powers. And we'll take a look at the